Hello everyone, I'm Psychic Jenna. Welcome to My Tarot Advisor. I've been reading since over 15 plus years. Today we're going to be focusing on 2017's prediction for children and fertility. Well, first things first that happens to come into the reading is going to be the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands into the typical rider deck, if you take a good look at that, you could see a happy couple beneath a reef and they're right beside a home. This basically represents for those in 2016 who had the idea or wanting to have children but then kind of backed out of it. 2017 is going to be your year for children. So do know that 2016, if you had some fears about it, 2017 is a great year to finally make your mind up in that decision, because the Four of Wands does represent fertility and it does represent happiness and joy and also additions to the family. So love the way that the Four of Wands represents that you're going to overcome those fears and how there is going to be a family for those who are planning. Now, the 10th of Cups card comes into the reading into the typical rider deck. If you take a good look at the 10th of Cups card, you could see a happy family beneath the rainbow and children beside. The 10th of Cups card is for families wanting to add a new addition. So if there was lots of families in 2016 that was worried, is this a good decision for my family financially, emotionally? Can we handle another person or another life into the household? Well, the 10th of Cups card basically represents it is a wonderful thing, and most of all, how it is going to happen. So for those who are wanting to add a new addition to the family, congratulations, because I happen to feel and see that it's going to be happening. Now, the highest fertility dates, lots of people believe that the full moon is a good time for fertility dates, and yes, it is. One of the highest days is going to be January the 12th. Keep that in mind. Also, August the 7th is a wonderful full moon time as well for fertility. Now, the Queen of Cups into the typical rider deck comes into the reading. Now, this is a convo that I know lots of parents don't like to get into. The Queen of Cups basically represents a very strong, demanding, fertile woman. Now, this represents a woman who's wanting to change her household. It doesn't have to be a woman in general. So if there is a female or if there's a male wanting to do something different in their household for scenario purposes, maybe making new rules up for their children. And if 2016 some ideas came to your mind, my children need to have more responsibility, do know that it is a great idea as well too. So the Queen of Cups basically represents that ambition, that boldness, that strongness, and also fertility as well too. But for those parents who are wanting their children maybe to have extra activities or newfound homework ideas, etc., I recommend it. So if those ideas are coming to your mind, I definitely recommend and suggest to basically, in other words, make those changes in your household, because I like the way that I see that Queen of Cups. She knows that her family could be bold, strong, and ambitious like her. Now we're going to be working with the Oracle, and we're going to see what the Oracle holds in store. Now, do remember those fertility dates that I've seen the full moon on. That is going to be January 12th and August the 7th. Those are the highest fertility dates. And also for those who were frightened, like I said, to start up a family in 2016, that Four of Wands card represented happiness to come. So don't even think that it's going to affect a relationship, marriage, etc., or even if you're doing this on your own. Well, first things first, that comes into the reading into the Angel Oracle deck is going to be the pregnancy card. The pregnancy card represents happiness, healthiness, changes in a pregnancy. Now, also, what I enjoy about the pregnancy card into the Angel Oracle deck, not only does it represent fertility, it just represents that you'll be changing in general. This means that if you're adding addition to the family, you're going to be changing. This means if you're going to be having your first child, you're going to be changing as well. Along with that Queen of Cups, like I explained, for those who are wanting to do that change in their home, it is a good, positive change, so keep that in mind too. Now, also the Sun card into the Angel Oracle deck comes into the reading, which basically represents 2017 is a wonderful year for those who are trying to conceive a boy. I understand lots of people are not one to choose genders, but we have Chinese gender prediction calendars. We also have full moon calendars as well too. So 2017 is an awesome year for the fertility level and also for the gender level for a boy. So I like what 2017 holds in store when it comes to fertility. The moral of today's reading, Four Wands, typical rider deck, basically represents for those who had some fears, do know that it's going to be fine. Go ahead, make that decision. I see happiness to come. 10th of Cups card into the typical rider deck basically represents if you're wanting to add that new addition to your family, awesome idea and decision. Pregnancy card into the Angel Oracle did represent change and goodness to come. And the Sun card into the Angel Oracle represents that the gender for 2017 is going to be a very strong year for males. And also the Queen of Cups into the typical rider deck represented For anyone wanting to make changes in their household towards their children, this is an awesome time frame. If you're wanting your children to have more projects, if you're wanting your children to have more responsibility. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for choosing My Tarot Advisor.